There are over 30 species here. The red piranha is the most common and most feared. But even they are on the river wolf's menu. And what's left of the piranha, other piranha will dispose of. As predatory king of Amazonia, the giant otter can choose from a huge variety of fish. But below, there are other predators also eager to take advantage of this variety and abundance. The 1-meter-long peacock bass is a top hunter in the flooded woodland. To hide from predators, some fish use camouflage. One of the most effective is the leaf fish. But there's a double advantage to its disguise. By drifting like a fallen leaf, it not only hides from its enemies, it may also hide from its prey. There are many predators among the fish of Amazonia, but there is none so expert as this ancient hunter. A fully mature pirarucu is 3 meters long and weighs 200 kilograms. It's one of the largest freshwater fish in the world and a masterful predator. It quietly stalks the unwary and then snatches its prey with blinding speed. Nothing is safe from its enormous mouth. Victims on the surface are sucked in with a rush of water and air that's then expelled from its gills. This ancient predator has survived for about 100 million years. During this time, it has endured and survived great upheavals of the land and enormous disruption to the flow of the rivers of Amazonia. The flooded forest is also home to another relic of those upheavals. The Amazonian stingray has venomous stinging spines on its tail. Its ancestors once swam in the Pacific Ocean. The 20 species of stingrays still found here provide a clue as to how Amazonia was created. It's thought that the rivers of Amazonia once flowed west into the Pacific Ocean. But tens of millions of years ago, enormous geological forces buckled and pushed up the land, cutting off the sea and creating the Andes Mountains. The young mountains dammed the rivers of Amazonia, which formed a vast, low-lying network of lakes and wetlands to the east, where stingrays and other marine species became trapped. Around 5 million years ago, Further upheavals slope the land eastward until the waters finally burst through into the Atlantic, creating the new Amazon River. But even to this day, the flatlands of Amazonia drain slowly, until finally, after months of flood, the region enters its dry season. It's been 4 months since the first rains fell. Water levels have now begun lowering as floodwaters slowly find their way back into rivers that haven't been seen for half a year. The creatures of Amazonia must now confront a new and even more difficult challenge. If you are adapted to wet, how do you survive the dry? By September, the long dry season is now entering a critical phase. As the hot sun dries up the pools, many river dwellers suffer. The small pools are now stagnant and have little oxygen in the water. This causes great stress to the many fish confined here. As the water evaporates, many fish die. During the floods, a water monkey or arowana lived in 2 worlds, hunting insects among the branches. Now it dies, just another fish out of water. At the end of the dry season, scenes of death are attended by black vultures. Although there is water, it has little or no oxygen left. In pools and ponds across Amazonia, fish die in huge numbers. To survive, species must somehow survive seasons of wet and dry, and finding a deep pond will certainly help. The giant Pirarucu uses an ancient strategy to endure the harsh, dry season. It is one of the very few fish that can take air directly from the atmosphere. Pirarucu can breathe. In fact, without air, it will soon drown. Long ago, the ancestor of the Pirarucu evolved a lung-like organ. It gulps air from the atmosphere that is absorbed into its bloodstream as if through a lung. This remarkable ability helps Pirarucu to withstand the long dry season.